everyone. Sit, relax, relax. Welcome to Make Your Day Richer. I, of course, am your host, Ricky Lake. I know a fun story. When I was a kid, when the Ricky Lake show was on, we had an old building in our backyard that I kind of turned into a studio, and I would play school in there and talk show host. And I used to have the Richie K show, like the Richie Lake show. I called it the Richie K show. And I would have like, you kicked me to the curb and now I want you back, or something like that. You know, like I would have all of Ricky Lake type segments, and I would talk to the audience members that were non-existent. And that's when I was a child, and now I'm an adult. My guest was born in Nigeria, shaped in Germany, and powered by purpose. Tobi Ojekunle is an engineer in renewable energy and the soulful voice behind the Mirror Talk podcast. With curiosity as his compass, he's hosting deep conversations with thought leaders, best-selling authors, and everyday visionaries to help us grow, heal, and thrive. Today, we welcome a champion of self-improvement and meaningful dialogue. So if that sounds like a good show to you, click that like button, click that share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Tobi, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here today. It's a privilege to be here.
Well, I love, first of all, is this where you do your podcast? Because I love the lights, the background, you've got it all going on there.
Yeah, this is exactly my setup for my podcast. I love to have this light at the back and a plant by my side. And it's exactly how I do it. It's in my living room, basically. My mini studio also, yeah.
I love that. You're doing great work over on your podcast. It's called Mirror Talk, Soulful Conversations. Tell everybody about the podcast.
Thank you so much. Yes. So Mirror Talk Soulful Conversations is a podcast and a platform which provides every listener out there with the opportunity to dive into the stories of our guests, like dive into them and use those stories, use those experiences as a mirror to reflect back to themselves, to see, okay, am I going through the same situation? What can I learn from this person's experience? Because experience is the best teacher, as we all know. And, learn from other people's mistakes could save us a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of heartaches, and a lot of pain, basically. So that's what Mirror Talk podcast is all about. It's giving us the opportunity to learn from other people, to improve our own lives, to improve our own journey, to also improve our own stories also.
And when does it come out? And like what day of the week and how often?
Oh yeah, so right now we have 2 episodes every week. We have on Mondays. On Mondays on Spotify we have the video podcast on Mondays, and on Thursdays also we have an episode that comes out. On other platforms it should appear as audio, but every Monday episode is usually a video podcast, basically. Yeah, so we go into different topics, like I said, personal development, mostly stories, but we try to treat a lot of things. This is February right now as we're recording. We've been talking a lot about love and relationships and whatnot, and looking into not only relationship with other people, romantic relationship, or relationships to ourselves, like talking about imposter syndrome, talking about not pleasing everyone, like what will happen if we stop pleasing everyone. Go into that kind of topic to see how we could become less people pleaser and more authentic to ourselves, authentic to our own cause and to our own journey.
What are you learning while hosting this show? Because it sounds like, I bet you're learning a lot.
Yes, I'm learning how to, like you said before we started recording, to pause, basically, like in situations in life. I used to be, even till now, I believe that it's very good to be efficient, to be fast, to be, quick. But from people's journey, I've learned that it's good to always take that conscious time to pause. Like before you take an action, before you say something, think twice or thrice. Be strategic in your way of doing things, be it in the action you take, in the words you speak, and also process your thoughts properly. Be connected to yourself. Those are things I've learned. And like I said earlier about people pleasing, I grew up basically loving to please people, and from the course of this podcast I've been learning to please people less. I mean, I still love to do right with all everyone, but if it's at the cost of my own self, of my own happiness,
Mm.
my own values, then I'm learning to stop doing that. Basically, yeah. So a
Yeah,
lot of
learning that,
yeah.
yeah, making people feel better or pleasing people for the sake of having them feel better and maybe at the expense of yourself, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. If it's at the cost of
Yeah.
my own happiness and my peace of mind, then not anymore. I've changed.
How did that change come about? Like, what I know, you've got a very technical career outside of the podcast. How did you get into this way of living?
Oh yeah. So I think 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I just started to do a lot of soul searching. I guess when you listen to a lot of messages, a lot of conversations, those conversations and words so sit in your life. And then that led me to start evaluating my life. Yes, I mean, I came to Germany. Originally from Nigeria, and I moved to Germany about 12 years ago. And all my life, I've always been pursuing, okay, career growth. I want to, reach the next milestone of my career. And at this point, where all these seeds were sown into my life, I started to feel like there's more to life than just wanting to earn more money every year. There's more to life
Yeah.
than wanting to just, become bigger and climb the career ladder. There's more to life. There is more that one could get from, one's spirituality, one's connection with other people, and one's connection to oneself. And that's when the the podcast started also, because I was hungry for a lot of conversations to know what to do and to learn from other people too.
How do you do that in your podcast? Because I suffer from this, admittedly, of always pushing yourself to do better with every podcast, like, and then you get in this world, you get obsessed with the number of downloads or listens or views,
Mm,
and also pausing too in that, like, celebrating the wins in whatever career field you have, and pausing and really reflecting and embracing what's happening to you. How do you do that with and continuing to make the podcast better?
yes. So I can just make the podcast better by deliberately taking time to look at the data, the information I'm receiving, trying to see, okay, we put out this amount of podcast episode out. How did it resonate with people out there? Yes, sometimes the number of downloads is not always encouraging. Sometimes it is encouraging. Then you look into the factors. Okay, why did we get so much downloads at this period of time? Why did we get so much less? Do we have to increase or improve the quality of the podcast or audio, for example, or video? Do we have to make it, also looking into, okay, how do other people out there do it? Like, okay, what are they doing that is different from mine? And how can I also do things that are different from them that will make me stand out? So I take time, at intervals to really evaluate this, and also to ensure that I'm still down to my values, aligned to my values, aligned to why I started the podcast. I don't, because honestly, sometimes you get distracted. You want to increase the number of downloads, and then you try different things out that not aligned to who you are and what you are proposed to do for the podcast. So I take time basically to realign myself, to check and correct mistakes and fine tune everything that we make use of to produce the podcast.
I love the concept of mirror talks and like talking positive mirror talks, and I love that that's what you named the podcast. Can you talk about what mirror talk is and why it's important?
Oh yes, mirror talk is very important because I believe in the power of the tongue. Whatever we manifest whatever we say to our lives could be manifested. Like the tongue is so powerful. Whatever we confess would most probably come to pass. The name of the podcast came because a lot of times when I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I stand in front of the mirror. Sometimes I get lost in thoughts, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and talking to myself. Basically, like I'm talking to my best friend. Being under 100% honest with myself, vulnerable with myself in front of the mirror. Sometimes thoughts come to your mind, and it could be negative thoughts. And if you speak those negative thoughts to your life, they will become true. The importance of positive mirror talk is basically, no matter what comes through your mind, being able to look at yourself and say something good about yourself. Appreciate the wonderfulness that you are. even if everything is not going as you are pleased or as you want, if you are not pleased with how things are going or how you look or how your job could be going at the moment or relationship could be going, there's always something to be grateful about. Turning the situations around and making it positive, and then speaking those positive words into your life. That will bring you out of the darkness that you are going through right now.
And I think you touched on something really good that, like, your thoughts, your words, but looking at yourself while you're saying things to yourself has to add another layer, because I'm really good at like taking the dog for a walk and talking through every problem that I have. And let's say it's solving all the world's problems.
Mm.
Um, but I'm not looking at myself. But there has to be something with staring at yourself, looking yourself in the eye, and communicating with yourself that's very powerful.
Yes. Sometimes, the best communication that you have with people is when you are sitting eye to eye, you're looking them straight in the eyes and you're talking. You feel that connection to them, and the words that flows through out of their mouth flows directly into your soul, into your mind, basically, because you are connected. And that's the same way when you have mirror talk. I think mirror talk. When you have mirror talk to yourself, basically looking at yourself straight in the eye and speaking to yourself, it feels
Yeah.
much more real. It sinks deeper than just speaking.
Yeah. If you could have one thing that people watching today could start, would it be mirror talks to themselves? Is that what you would recommend that they do?
Yes, I would say, yeah, please, always find the time, maybe in the morning when you're combing your hair, like I have Afro hair, yeah, African hair, basically. So I have to comb it every morning to make it look good. Or for ladies, maybe making up in front of the mirror, for example. Take those little opportunities to, speak wonderful things to yourself. I'm beautiful. I'm great. There'll be a wonderful day. Lines are falling pleasant places for me, and I'm awesome. I'm going to get this. I can do this. I'm a survivor. Things like
Yeah.
that. Little things, little efforts, and they really get embedded into your mindset. Yeah.
And it might seem silly at first. You might laugh at yourself. Like it might feel a little like, what am I doing here? But you do it enough and you start to, it feels like when you don't do it, you feel like you're missing something. And
Exactly.
it's a great way to really change your mind, I
Yeah,
think.
you do it so much that you start believing it yourself. And
Yeah.
once you start believing it, the power behind that is that you start to show it off in your actions, in whatever you do. And that energy that you start to give out, becomes attracted back to you. So if you say,
Yeah.
I'm a winner, I'm a successful person, by the time you step out, you start to feel like a winner and a successful person, and success will come to you, and everything that you do, you surely win in it.
So true. So true. What do you love most about your life right now?
Oh, what do I love most about my life right now? I love family. I love the love I get from
Mhm.
family and friends. I love life, basically. Like every morning I wake up, I always thank God that I'm just alive, basically. Like, healthy. Those are like two things. I love the love I get from family. I love the love I love life itself, and having to live, having the opportunity to live a healthy life, a healthy, happy life, peace of mind, joy. Having to wake up when I want to wake. I wake up at a particular time, but having to wake up and not feel like, oh, I have to rush through the morning to start work,
Mhm.
but being able to take my time, wake up at the time I want to, and do everything I want to do without being pushed or rushed. That's something I love right now.
I love that. That's a great answer. I want to thank you for being on the show, for your great podcast, and really creating a community for people to support each other. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you're doing the same thing. It's a wonderful job you're doing also. Thank you.
Well, and then we get to join forces and be on the same show. It's fun, right?
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. The podcast is Mirror Talk, Soulful Conversations. Toby, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege, speaking on your show. And I want to thank you so much. Your podcast helps people to make their day richer. And that is something that I believe I also, as a person, even need every day to enrich my life every day to, improve myself, make my today better than my yesterday and my tomorrow better than my today. With your help and these conversations that you have on your show, that's going to be a possibility. Thank you.
Well, you're making it for other people, so I'm glad to have you on. We'll take a break and we'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. Welcome back, everyone. This shirt is so odd. I don't think I'll be wearing this shirt anymore. It's very stiff and lumpy. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. It is August 1st. It's my birthday month. 12 more days until my birthday. And I think 15 more days until the end of season 1 of Make Your Day Richer. That's right. 299 episodes will be produced at the end of this first season. So then we're going to take a little break and we'll come back. All new episodes, all new people, all new conversations, all new ways to make your day richer. There you go. Go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching the show, and I love you for it. Have a great weekend, everyone. I have family coming in this weekend, so I have to go clean my house. Bye-bye.